Deep Six Wrestling Podcast. It's Saturday, July 17th, so it's the day before Money in the Bank. Slammiversary is later tonight. We already did our predictions for that, so if you're listening to this, it's already probably past the show, so you can come back and check out our review later. But for now, we're going to do our Money in the Bank predictions. And for the first time ever, me, Brian, Joey, and Angelo are all in person together for this.
Woo!
So
I haven't seen Angelo ever.
Yeah.
My first time ever seeing him.
Ever. I've never met the guy before. He's just in my house.
I want to scream brother right now because this is
No, it's not that show.
Podcast.
It's not. So we're doing predictions for Money in the Bank. We will have a review out for Money in the Bank probably Sunday night, Monday morning, or we'll just cover it on Raw when we do that. We'll figure it out. If you're not subscribed already to the podcast, be sure to do that. We're on all streaming services. You can also find us on Twitter at Deep Six Wrestling, and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, also Deep Six Wrestling. And I guess we can just get into it. So for predictions, we always do our lottery system where each of us gets people assigned to us, and if they win, they get bonus points for us. So to go through that real quick, Rob put it through a random generator. We each have two people plus somebody in a ladder match. So Rob has AJ and Omos. He has Big E, and he has Alexa Bliss. So you have one person who's just in a regular match, I guess, and then two people for the ladder matches.
Okay.
So he's AJ and Omos as his just a person, Big E, and then Alexa Bliss. Ryan has Edge, John Morrison, and Natalya.
Nice.
Joey has Kofi Kingston, Riddle, and Zelina Vega. Angelo has Rhea Ripley, Ricochet, and Naomi. I have Bobby Lashley, Kevin Owens, and Nikki Ash. Sam has the Viking Raiders, Seth Rollins, and Liv Morgan. And Jake has Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, and Asuka. The champion gets a bonus point or bonus person for the lottery, but we don't know who the champ will be because it's getting decided at Slammiversary tonight. So whoever is champ also gets Charlotte as their person. I can confirm Jake has a chance to be saved by his lottery people because of how badly this man predicted this show. So
I can say though, Rob has like the two odds-on favorites for winning the banks. Well, I guess debatable between
because he has
Riddle and Big E. Right?
Yeah, because he has Big E and Alexa.
I was gonna say, he got
Alexa's
lucky.
big.
He always lucks out with
I
the
know.
lottery.
And then he also got lucky for Slammiversary thanks
Makes
to Ryan.
no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks to Ryan. Ryan screwed us all.
I mean, it's just a random thing. It's not like you chose it, but.
No, I did.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna start with our
He paid me 1 cent.
1 cent to give it to him. So we're
And it
just
was expired.
an expired 1 cent. I don't think 1 cent expires.
No, it was a gift card.
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry,
so
sir. I
Yeah,
can't
it
take
was-
your
it was
$20 bill.
it was
It's
to
expired.
Blockbuster, and Blockbuster doesn't accept that anymore.
Well,
They don't exist anymore.
No, there's one.
There's still one left.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll start with the pre-show match, which is the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. It is the Mysterios, Dominic, and Rey versus the Usos, who have somehow gotten the title shot despite Jimmy's DUI. That happened literally like 2 weeks ago. And the show, literally SmackDown right after that, I believe he was in the main event. And then he was, wasn't he in the main event of SmackDown this week as well?
Probably.
Or he was on I think he was on a match this week.
He was on the show, yeah.
Yeah, so. Who wants to go first? I'll go first. I chose the Mysterios. I don't think the Usos should be winning the tag titles, especially with the DUI, but, I guess it remains to be seen. Angel?
I also chose Mysterios with no context, like for the same exact reasons. I don't think you're winning a title after getting a DUI in 2 weeks. I feel like there's got to be some sort of time off TV.
I would assume so. I would hope so.
Yeah.
I went with the Mysterios as well. Again with the DUI, but I think that they're gonna get a rematch at SummerSlam and win.
Okay. Joe?
Mark me down for the Mysterios as well. Same reasoning.
Rob and... Just Rob. Rob has gone for the Mysterios,
Oh boy.
and Jake and Sam have gone for the Usos.
Oh boy.
If we want to toss in Raquel's prediction, Raquel chose the Mysterios. She's never watched a WWE
Nice.
show,
Okay.
I'm assuming,
Safe
correct? You've never watched WWE? No. So, she chose the Mysterios.
You've probably heard of Rey Mysterio before. Maybe.
No, apparently not.
She's just heard of Jimmy Uso.
Just
Yeah.
choose.
On TMZ.
Right, exactly. Pretty much.
The Raw Women's Championship, it's Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley once again. Joe, who do you have?
I have Rhea.
Okay, any reason why?
No. Well, actually, yes. I think Rhea's gonna win, and I think that's where they're gonna insert Becky.
Okay, so you think that that's the match for SummerSlam is Rhea and Becky?
Yeah.
Okay. Ryan?
Becky gets inserted when Charlotte wins because they can't keep having Charlotte not have the title because that's all they know what to do with Charlotte is give her a title.
Fair enough. Angela?
I picked Rhea. This is in front of fans, right?
This isn't.
So the idea is, Rhea gets the win in front of fans when Charlotte won last year. But they might have had matches in between. I just don't know.
They had a triple threat, and then they had a singles match that ended in the DQ.
Okay, so this is their chance at like a
This is-
actual
yeah,
finish
so,
on a one-on-one.
Yeah. I've gone for Charlotte. We've been watching Raw for the past couple weeks, and Rhea is awful, so I'm going for Charlotte.
The fact that they feel like Rhea can eat pins, but Charlotte can't, just screams to me that they view Charlotte as a bigger thing than the champion.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Charlotte is a bigger star than Rhea.
But that, like, as champ, they should.
No, you
your
shouldn't
goal
be-
should
you shouldn't be
be
a little
champ
more
like
protected,
that,
right, and to elevate that person.
Yeah. Rob has gone for Charlotte, and Sam has gone for Charlotte. Jake and Raquel have also chosen Rhea Ripley. So
I'm not comfortable being on the same side as Jake with these picks.
don't worry, you guys will stop being on the same side as Jake in a second. Women's Money in the Bank match. Who didn't start yet for us? Angela, did you start yet?
Me and Angela.
Okay. Angela, you chose Alexa Bliss.
Odds-on favorite based on Bovada. So
Okay. Ryan?
I'm going with Liv Morgan.
Okay.
Because two things. One, apparently it's her 5-year anniversary of being called up.
She's been on the main roster for 5 years.
Apparently
that
her
squad was around.
yeah. Apparently her her debut was July 16th or 18th, which is the same day as the pay-per-view this year. Yeah,
She hasn't been on the main roster since 2016. There's
Yeah.
no way. Maybe she.
Yeah.
Are you sure she hasn't been like?
think about it. When did Paige retire?
2018.
Okay, so maybe.
I don't think Riot Squad was up for that long. I think they debuted on Raw.
I'm sorry, July 16, 2019. My bad. It's
Oh.
a 3-year
Yeah.
anniversary.
Okay. I was like, there's no way.
3 years. Okay.
Because like I said,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
when like that's
Yeah.
2016.
So 3-year anniversary, and also I think they're gonna finally separate who wins, so it's not gonna be one brand gets both briefcases,
Maybe.
and that plays into who I think is gonna win the
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank for the men.
Okay. I have also gone for Liv Morgan. Out of everybody in the match, I just feel like she'd probably be the best person to hold the briefcase. Joey?
I'm going with Alexa Bliss. Why I'm choosing her is because she has magical powers over everyone else.
Yeah.
And that's just really, I don't think she should win it, but I just have a feeling she is. That's just my pick.
Rob has gone for Liv Morgan. Sam has gone for Alexa Bliss. Jake has chosen Naomi to win Money in the Bank. Based off of how she's booked on Raw, I do not see
Yeah, I
Naomi
don't
having a
think that.
chance.
Yeah, it's weird.
Is she a joke now?
She's just there.
I thought.
She's in a random tag. Well, because she was a tag team with Lana, but then Lana got released, so they
Right.
put her with Naomi. Or not Naomi, she is Naomi. Asuka. They put her with Asuka.
Herself.
Okay. Up next, we have the Raw Tag Title match. It's AJ and Omos versus the Viking Raiders. Ryan, who do you have?
I have the Viking Raiders because I just can't see anybody else getting a match out of the Omos. I don't think that Omos has to do much in this match, but the Viking Raiders are both uber talented, and I feel like they can have a really good match with AJ when AJ's in there. And I don't want to say that I want them to pin AJ, but nobody's pinning Omos.
Fair enough. I also have AJ and Omos. I mean, I feel like the Viking Raiders would be a safe like babyface win, but people really like AJ. I also just don't see them pinning Omos, and I don't know if the Viking Raiders should be pinning AJ Styles. So
AJ shouldn't be in the tag division.
yeah, I don't think that's really up for debate. Angela?
I mean, I did pick AJ and Omos, but it was just thinking that they should probably, or he should have a match in SummerSlam, and it makes sense for him to have a title going into it.
Joey?
I chose AJ and Omos as well.
Ryan, you are alone with the Viking Raiders.
I'm fine with it.
Okay.
Interesting.
Unless you want to count Raquel. Raquel chose the Viking Raiders. Okay.
Yeah,
So because they look
what's
like
your call? Nobody. I mean, that's part of the reason why I went with them.
Does
But
it look like Vikings?
no, because they are Vikings,
Oh.
and because I didn't pick up on them mentioning Bjorn Ironside, and I didn't freak out like you guys said I should have.
Always
on
fake
the
fan.
call review.
That is
Fake
true.
fan.
Yeah.
Okay. We move on to the WWE Championship match: Bobby Lashley versus Kofi Kingston. And spoil it, we all have Bobby Lashley except for Jake. Jake has chosen Kofi Kingston to win
Wow.
back the WWE Championship match, or not the match, the championship. I'm assuming he doesn't know about the man Bill Goldberg coming back.
So real quick, like since we're all here, when have they ever called the man dumb man?
I looked it up. It is something he's been referred to since
When?
like his WCW run.
That's
He's
so
been referred to as
dumb.
the man.
So we have dumb man and possibly the man both on Raw.
Maybe they'll face each other.
I hope so. I hope that.
Yeah, I wonder how WWE's intergender matches would be.
So I'm
Would it be
gonna-
as good as Caleb's.
Oh yeah, I wish. So I'm gonna storybook out Jake's pick here since he thinks Kofi's gonna win. So Kofi wins here, great moment like WrestleMania a couple of years ago. Then out comes Goldberg for that 5-second squash.
Oh, the same night.
Maybe or maybe on SmackDown.
Yeah,
like,
Goldberg
just
Raw,
like what happened
So
with
that'd
Lesnar.
be Raw. Be Raw.
Oh, Raw. So yeah,
That'd be on par
squash,
for
you
Raw.
know. Hits him for a jackhammer. And out comes some other MMA guy that wants to fight at SummerSlam.
Oh man.
Dan
Who's
Lambert.
left?
You just
No,
get
not
Dan
Dan
Lambert.
Tyron
He's
Woodley?
like, no, be Conor McGregor. That's what he did.
McGregor, yeah.
And he's gonna be wrestling in his cat. The injury was a fake.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
all for his WWE debut.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, hey man,
It was a taped match.
I just don't know why they're bringing back Goldberg again to potentially. I feel like everybody.
Oh, I have a fantasy booking for it.
Oh, well, I just figured that they would have done Lashley versus Lesnar instead of Lashley versus Goldberg. Like that feels like the bigger match. I feel like everybody's wanted Lesnar and Lesnar and
Yes.
Lashley to clash. not
No,
Goldberg.
100%.
I feel like the actual wrestling fans are out on Goldberg. But he's still a grabby name.
I don't care who he wrestles.
I'm just not
no one
interested.
can get that man a good.
No.
good
Yeah.
man.
I mean, like, him
He's just-
and Lesnar is the only good match, and it wasn't even that great of a match.
It was just 5 minutes of them beating each other up, and that's
Yeah.
it.
It was just finisher fest for 5 minutes.
Yeah, it didn't feel like an actual like looking back on it, it's not
Yeah.
a quality thing. It's just
No.
fun because it's just fast. All right, we have the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Joey, you can go first.
I chose Big E. I think this is Big E's moment, and I think he's going to be the one to take the title off of Roman. And honestly, he deserves like all of that, and that's going to like lift him up even more. And he's easily a huge fan favorite, so he's going to have no issue like being over, obviously. So I just think that's just like the foolproof pick is Big E.
Okay. Angela, I'll toss it to you.
I did choose Big E. I'm not confident this is a stacked lineup, but I feel like he's maybe one of the more deserving guys.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a stacked lineup. Out of the two of them, there's only two people I don't see having any chance at all, and that's Morrison and Ricochet.
Yeah.
And Owens.
Owens, I could see them randomly. I don't think he's going to.
Yeah.
He has a better
Yeah.
chance than Morrison and Ricochet.
That's fair.
Corbin.
Yeah, Corbin. Right? Happy Corbin.
So I went with Matt Riddle, because one, I don't see somebody on SmackDown winning the briefcase, and that's how they like get over Roman's like historic run. Like I just feel like that would be like anticlimactic for like having a really long reign with the title just for it to be a cash in.
Makes sense.
Like I don't feel like that. Like I think if you're gonna end up having Big E be the one to take it off of Roman, have him actually beat him in a full match with Roman 100%.
Can I interject real quick?
Sure.
Technically, there's been times in the past where they've announced their cash in.
Yeah, but the last person to do that did that against Roman.
Yeah, but like I don't think WWE really cares about that.
Fair.
And they can easily make a worthy feud and like a meaningful feud out of it. He can like announce that he's like gonna cash in at a certain pay per view, and then they can build up to it. Like it doesn't always have to be a surprise, you know.
Yeah, sure. The other reason I went with Riddle is because Goldberg beats Bobby Lashley at SummerSlam, and Matt Riddle gets to cash in on Bill fucking
Oh,
Goldberg.
dude, there's no chance.
Solely because of Goldberg and Matt Riddle's interactions backstage.
I don't think
it is
Goldberg-
long-term storytelling at its best.
I don't think Goldberg would ever okay that.
I think Goldberg would.
He might.
I think Goldberg would okay. I think he would no sell Riddle's finisher.
Yes,
I think he
100%.
would I think he would kick out at 3
Yeah.
or like get up immediately.
The other thing that
Unless he gets like big
right,
bucks, which is a possibility.
yes. The other thing that it brings about is Lashley would still have his automatic rematch, and from what I remember of Lashley versus Riddle's, like they had good matches for the U.S. title, so I'm perfectly fine with them having like a 1-2 off feud after SummerSlam. Just have Goldberg come in, win a match, lose the title immediately. We never see him again for the year because his 2 matches are up.
That's honestly best case scenario.
The deal could always be extended, or he
No.
could be paid on a perk.
I think
No,
best
it's
case
perfect.
scenario is he doesn't win any title.
Yeah.
Wins like he doesn't win any title, does his match, and then he's gone for the year.
Yeah.
that's fine too. I mean, you could even have Riddle like interject himself, make it a triple threat. Like, I just think that Riddle winning the contract and cashing in on Goldberg and beating Goldberg is such a fucking great story.
Yeah, but then you sacrifice Bobby Lashley's championship run to end by Goldberg.
Yeah.
And everybody's
Well,
been pretty
again,
on board with Lashley.
That's fair, but again, it's raw storytelling, and raw storytelling is trash. But 2, if you just interjected and have it a triple threat, like
Yeah, that's
you
fair.
could have Riddle and Lashley be the storyline going forward.
Yeah. I've also chosen Matt Riddle. I do think that if Goldberg comes back to face Lashley, there's a chance he wins because it's Goldberg. And I feel like Riddle, I do think there is a chance Riddle cashes in on AJ and Omos with Randy. Because he said he's wanted to do
Really?
it. He said he
I
wanted
forgot
to
about
do
You think he would do that shit?
it.
Yes,
Riddle's the
Riddle.
character who would do it. If
Yeah.
you're going to do it,
And
Riddle's the character.
sacrifice the. Oh my god, that'd be awful.
It would be awful.
That would be so bad.
But I think there's a chance they do it.
Oh
With
no!
this stack lineup,
Because
that'd be
Randy's
very,
been missing,
deflating.
It would be deflating. It would be very
and
deflating.
Randy's been missing, so it'd be like Randy's surprise return.
My other pick for this was
Well,
going
no,
to be...
he said that he's just gonna do it surprisingly. He's not even gonna tell Randy that.
No.
He's
Well,
not
then
gonna-
that could be how Randy makes his return. If Riddle does it, Randy doesn't come out, and then Randy makes the save for a big babyface moment.
Randy Orton's not a big baby face. Come on.
People will cheer him if he comes out and saves Riddle.
Yeah, just make him a heel.
My other choice for this was actually Seth Rollins.
Mhm.
I had
Yeah.
Seth
It's a
Rollins
dark
winning,
horse.
and I had if I had done that, I was gonna choose Edge to win the championship from Roman, and then Seth cashes in to set up Seth and
I
Edge
agree.
for SummerSlam. But I didn't
Yes.
do that, so I went with
I'm
Riddle.
glad you didn't do that because the end of SmackDown last night
I didn't watch it.
was Seth Rollins winning the Fatal 4-Way and then climbing the briefcase and holding the
Well, I'm
briefcase.
glad I didn't do that. Though.
Definitely not winning it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that would be good, but I think the other thing we all have to remember is you do have the draft coming up after SummerSlam. So if somebody does win and they don't decide, hey, let's cash in all the money in the banks immediately, you could have
Well,
somebody
there's also
swap out.
there's also been reports that the draft may be delayed until like September, supposedly.
I mean, again,
Late
like
September.
a draft
Yeah.
is coming.
But
The
yeah.
Delta variant.
Oh, I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah, because as Dana White says, everything's closing except UFC.
That's
Yeah,
right.
hold up.
But no, what you're going I think everybody knows that a draft is coming at this point, just on how many people keep reporting it.
Yeah.
Just to
so-
clarify what Ryan means, military draft.
Yes.
You guys are all fucked now.
Yeah,
Hey man, I got flat feet. I'm good.
my foot's off.
Oh yeah, I lost my foot.
Yeah, no, I have my foot. It's just off. Like,
Yeah.
it's not.
Missing.
It's not working.
Oh,
Busy.
It's,
So for the-
it's on the way.
It's
so for
busy.
the other picks, Rob has gone for Riddle as well. Sam has gone for Drew McIntyre,
Oh God.
and Jake has gone for Ricochet.
No way, dude.
He has
he's
Ricochet,
trolling.
He has Ricochet
That's
and
ridiculous.
Naomi. As
No
his two
way.
money
Dude, if
back.
you lose this off,
Who are the
I'll
two
cry.
people they
I literally picked the two worst people.
He
in
had
each
for the
match.
Money
For
in
the
Bank,
lottery. No,
he
for the
has,
lottery. Yeah.
He has Roman as his person. He
That's
has
not-
Drew, so he could get double points if Drew managed to do it, and he has Asuka.
It's the
None
two
of that
least
shit helps
likely
him.
people to win.
So it's
Money
not
in
even
the
the
Bank.
lottery.
No, for the women.
Oh yeah.
Asuka and Naomi.
Well, no, Natty and Tamina are way less likely.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We can kind of skip over the Universal Championship match just because all of us chose Roman. That's the only match we all agree on for this whole show.
That's good.
So then we'll move on to the bonus question, or sorry, tiebreaker up first. How long will the women's Money in the Bank last? Rob has 14 minutes 25 seconds. Ryan, you have
13 minutes 31 seconds.
Joey, you have
16 even.
Jake has 23:51.
No way. It's not gonna go that long.
Angelo has 16:46.
Okay.
I have 18:34. Sam has 17:58. And even though she's not playing for the punishment, Raquel chose 25:40.
Oh God! I hope I don't
That
have
was
to sit
the
through
over.
that.
So if it goes
Heavy
if it
over.
goes over 25 minutes, then she would win technically.
5 minutes.
We'll see. So now we go to bonus questions. So the first bonus question is: will there be any surprise appearances on the pay-per-view? Examples being Lesnar, Becky Lynch, Cena, some other return, or a debut. I will go for. Well, I can actually we can go through this quickly. We all chose yes except Sam. Sam said no.
Oh, okay.
Joey, if there was going to be a surprise person, who do you think it would be?
Becky Lynch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ryan? Becky?
Becky.
Probably Becky.
Yeah, I'd say Becky or Goldberg. Those two would make the most sense.
I really
Depends
want
if they want to save
or Hulk
Goldberg.
Hogan.
Yeah, I would say either like,
Not Money in the Bank.
We
We have
have
Hogan to win the 24/7 title.
Oh,
yeah.
He needs another title run, brother.
Yeah, bury me softly, brother. We have the will Vince, Steph, Shane, or Triple H appear on the pay-per-view? Rob said no. Ryan, you said.
Yee.
Joey, you said?
what did I say?
You said no.
Okay, I said no because
Vince opened SmackDown.
yeah.
Jake said no. Angelo, you said.
yes.
I said no. Sam said no. Bonus number 3, will Alexa Bliss use magic during the women's ladder match? Every single person said yes.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude. That's why I'm
Because
picking it.
magic is so vague, it could just be the lights flicker.
I think it's gonna be Let's Flicker.
I mean, yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Bonus number 4, will Eva Marie interrupt and interfere in the women's Money in the Bank match? Rob said no. Ryan?
No.
Joey?
No.
Jake said yes. Angelo?
No.
I said yes.
Okay.
Sam said no.
Yeah,
I think she's going to cost Alexa. Because they're
Oh,
setting that up as a feud.
Yeah, I
They've
don't,
been
yeah,
setting it up.
I don't like it.
And then the last question we have is,
If Eva Marie beats Magic, I don't know what.
will there be a cash-in on the show? Sam said no. I said no. Angelo?
Did I
You
say
said
no?
no. Jake said no. Joey?
What did I say?
No.
No.
I
Ryan?
said no.
Rob said yes.
Yeah. I
Wait,
mean,
does he? No, we don't need that. Was he saying like?
he was
was he
complaining,
just
but I think-
like no? There's,
But I think his logic is that it's the first show with, like, the first pay-per-view with fans, so maybe they want to
but
get
it's not the
something.
first pay-per-view of fans.
I just think
Okay.
there's so much
Not
on the
counting.
line for SummerSlam that you don't want one of these.
Yeah,
people
and I
to-
just, I agree that what Joey was saying about how we need, like, the briefcases to stay longer, because the past
Yeah.
couple of years it's been like, we've had immediate cash-ins for stuff.
And
Which
just
are the
one.
only person for the just
Is
just
Carmella.
with the
Yeah.
women is Mela. Everybody else's cat has
That's
lost it
insane.
either the night
Yeah.
of or the day after.
yeah, I was there for one of them.
Yeah, you were.
Money in the Bank,
Yeah.
2018.
Okay, so that's it. That's all of our predictions. I guess I should state what the punishment is. So this show is not for the title. We have the Money in the Bank briefcase, which we've done every year. So basically, the winner of the Money in the Bank briefcase gets to block a punishment. They have a year to block a punishment if they lose. However, there's an added stipulation here that if somebody with outstanding punishments wins this, they can cash in immediately and wipe away all existing punishments for themselves. So for Angela, that would wipe away your karaoke. You wouldn't have to
Couple
finish
left,
that.
yeah.
Do you have anything else, or is it just karaoke?
I think it's just the karaoke man.
Ryan has already stated he will not use it. Joey would not have to watch Sting versus Hulk Hogan from TNA.
Which is a goddamn travesty. Let me know. He's been ready to do it. It's been up to Pat to post the second part of his punishment.
Sam would have to. I don't remember what Sam has. Sam has something.
TikToks.
He has TikToks and he has dramatic readings because he only did the Tony Atlas one.
Yeah.
And Jake has not done any of his movie reviews. For
Have you sent him the movie?
He has them. He
Okay.
has them. And the punishment for this one, the loser will be watching and reviewing a 10-episode YouTube reality show called Next Influencer, in which a group of young TikTok stars are living together in a house and competing to see who can be the next top social media influencer. The show is only 10 episodes long for the first season, and each episode runs from 20 to 30 minutes. The loser will be doing reviews of each episode, so if you wanted to just bundle them together and do one review, you could. In an effort to get people to do their punishments done more efficiently, there is now an addition to this. Barring outside reasons, the loser will have a month to finish the punishment due to its relatively short time consumption. If they fail to complete the punishment in that period of time, for every additional week it takes, an episode from the season 2 of Next Influencer will be added to their watch list as a conditional punishment addition.
Oh god.
So, season 2 I believe is ongoing, so it's not done, but it will be done by the time that a month is over. So you have 10 episodes to watch. Each episode is like 20 minutes. Seems very doable for everybody. And if you win, you get to erase your punishments.
So can my review, if I lose, like, this episode sucked?
I mean, to be fair, I did not specifically state how long these could be, but you could also work it in where you could just briefly talk about it on the impact review if you want.
Oh, yeah,
So you wouldn't have to, you necessarily don't have to, do a whole other thing. So it works, and it feels like it's a better way to keep people doing it instead of having it stack up. So that is our Money in the Bank predictions. So we will have a review for that show out Sunday night or Monday morning, and Slammiversary starts for us in about an hour, so we're going to do that. So we hope you enjoy your weekend. Hopefully you enjoy some wrestling, and we'll talk to you guys next time.
Bye.
Thanks.